Who is Spider-Boy? Well, we recently found out there's a new member of the Spider family coming to Marvel Comics from Dan Slott, and all I can say is I have a ton of questions. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the announcement, the Spider-Man number 7 cover, and who exactly Spider-Boy could be. Well, like I said, we appear to have a new addition to the Spider family in Marvel Comics, and although we've only gotten a short peek, I do like what we see. In the alternate cover for Spider-Man number 7, we have been introduced to Spider-Boy, and he will indeed be a new addition to the Spider family within the Marvel Comics universe. Now, there's a lot of mystery about this, and really the only thing they have given us is his costume, which I will say I do like quite a bit. The blue and red suit seems a combo of the classic Spider-Man costume, but it also appears heavily influenced by Spider-Man 2099, along with a set of sneakers that has been very reminiscent of Miles Morales. We've only gotten these limited looks so far, but I have to say the color scheme seems to work, and I do, for the most part, like everything about the costume that I've seen so far. Now, as for Spider-Boy, well, this isn't the first time we've seen the character, but only sort of from Marvel Comics. If you remember back to the Amalgam universe, we did indeed have a character called Spider-Boy, but he was a combination between Spider-Man and Superboy, and only lived within the confines of that universe. This character is a completely different character, and more interestingly, Marvel says he has been here all along, and has even been the star of some Marvel stories, leading to a ton of questions. Now, they're saying he isn't part of the multiverse, so fans are asking if he could be a young clone, or even a character we're very familiar with that already has a spider mantle, although I find that quite the long shot. I think Marvel is keeping a lot of this secret on purpose, but in their announcement, Dan Slott did have quite a bit to say about the new Spider-Boy. In Marvel's release, Dan Slott said, "I can't wait for people to meet Baily, the unique role he's going to play in both Spider-Man's world and the Marvel Universe. I grew up reading Spider-Man comics. He's my favorite character in all of fiction. All I ever wanted to do was tell stories with this cast. And it's been the coolest thing ever to co-create some of the characters who populate it. As this kid, this Spider-Boy is the one I'm most excited about." On the art side, two absolute Spider legends are bringing Spider-Boy to life, my longtime collaborator Humberto Ramos and the amazing Mark Bagley. Then he went on to say, "The all-new, all-different Spider-Boy of the 616, he's got strange new spider powers, secret ties to dark corners of Spider-Man lore, and a story that's all its own. That is right about to begin." Now, when I'm reading this, Marvel is making it super clear that this is not a multiverse hero, but instead somebody from Marvel 616, and quite possibly a character we've known all along. This makes me wonder if he's going to be introduced like some other Marvel characters where there's memory or even time travel / temporal issues. The first two that come to my mind would be Jessica Jones and the Sentry, who were introduced and then retconned into being part of the Marvel 616 all along. Now, there have been some events in the comics recently that might point to what's going on here, because recently Spider-Man and several other Spider characters from across the Spider-Verse and the 616 have been battling against the Wasp totem Shathera. Now, this villain was using her sting to bring Spider heroes under her control, and if you understand the greater Spider mythos, she used the totem dagger to sever Spider heroes' connection to the web of life, and by doing this, she effectively erased them from existence. Now, recently in Spider-Man number 6, Cindy Moon was revealed to be the Chosen One, or the Queen of Spiders, and actually stabbed Morlun with the totem dagger, accidentally releasing every Spider hero that he has ever devoured. The theory is that this Spider-Boy debuted some point in the past, but he was devoured by Morlun, and Silk has released him, allowing this character to come into the 616 and be a hero once again. Now, Slott did refer to him as Baily, but honestly, I've done a lot of Googling and I cannot find any characters from Peter's past with that name that seem to fit the bill. Now, it's impossible to search every Spider-Man character that has ever appeared in any book ever. There's been a lot of ancillary characters, but they did seem to indicate this was a character that was important to his past, so this has deepened the mystery for me quite a bit. Now, how Spider-Boy fits into the greater Marvel Comics universe, or even if he goes beyond that into the MCU, well, as interesting as that sounds, I think it's a little bit early for that. It totally sounds like something Sony could gravitate to, and it would be utterly shocking if the character maybe even cameoed in the upcoming Across the Spider-Verse, showing some nice synergy between Marvel and Sony. But we'll have to wait and see.